Graph, and we are now going to go to our feature A table, which is Hamilton's Ahmad Faham representing Dungeon Comics, going up against Andrew Drigby Shaw of Mississauga, Ontario, representing Untouchable Sports and Comics.
And we got the Seteller Knights.
Yes, we get Setellers versus Cliffords.
The last one.
Ahmad running Ahmad is running the Cliffords, and Andrij is running the Setellers, the last standing Seteller deck. The only one to make top 16.
Yeah.
And now he's advanced to top 8.
There's only, two more? Did any Shadows make it?
No, Botang got eliminated. So Ahmad is running Cliffords. Joe Vesey got eliminated. Greg Williams got eliminated.
Oh, he did. Wow. A lot of upsets in the first round.
Mm-hmm. And Yu Yang won. He beat out Andrew Pham. Irvin So won. He's running Burning Abyss. I don't know. I forget what Yu Yang is running right now. And so let's see what's happening here. I don't think any Shadals made it. I think Botang was the last man standing.
I think he was the only one in top 16.
Yeah. So, but we still have quite a diverse top 16 here. We did have Shadals, we did have Stellars, we did have Madolches, we had Evil Swarm, and of course we have Burning Abyss. So
and Evil Swarm.
Yeah. So we're gonna see Andrew Drigby Shaw piling Stellars, the last one left, versus Ahmad Faham's Cliffords. I'm actually kind of excited to see how Setellers do right now because.
Yu Yang was playing Burning Abyss.
Oh, Burning Abyss. Okay, Yu Yang's running Burning Abyss. Because it's funny enough because the guy who came first place yesterday at Toronto Regionals was running Setellers, and it's just amazing to see that this deck is still
revived,
up here.
Yeah.
So. Ahmad Fahem is actually the top seed now with Botang eliminated, so he now wins the die roll automatically. Just the initial die roll, that's all. So he can choose to go first or second off the bat. So let's say
playing Cliffords.
Yeah. So if Ahmad won this round one, it doesn't mean he gets to choose again. Andrij will be able to choose because he lost, but Ahmad just gets to choose if he gets to go first or second. That's all. So that's that's the champion's advantage here. So Ahmad's going to open up with a Clifford disc, 3-set back row, and a sacrifice on that disc, putting up to 21 to start it off. Andrew will start off his turn with playing Pot of Duality to get Book of Moon, a Solemn Warning, and a Bottomless Trap Hole.
Yeah. Don't know if that's what you wanted to see. Puts the book in the grave.
He's going to put a Book of Moon, and he's going to play it. So he can.
Interesting.
Interesting enough that he plays it. I'm wondering what's going to go through that mind.
He's playing Setellers. Maybe he's got a Nova. Is that?
Oh, that is the Rigel. That's the Telenite Rigel. And
he's just going to try to poke over the disc.
The only thing, I wonder why he just played that Book of Moon just out of nowhere. Now it's a compulsory evacuation device. And that's going to send that back in there. Back to his hand it goes.
Well, Ahmad has to know that the Typhoon's there. I mean, he's not just going to book.
No. And for people who don't know what Rigel does, Rigel has a 1900 attack, and it can gain five. It can select one monster and gain 500 attack, but it goes to the graveyard at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So he's got another sacrifice to equip onto it. So Scout. And then he tributes it for Helix.
Yeah.
He wants to make another search, and it looks like he's going to search for probably another pendulum, a monster to go pendulum.
Yeah.
No, he's going to go first on the Scout. So he doesn't want to build his pendulums yet, his scales yet, and just going to simply want to swing. And Helix is going to hit for.
Well, he could play the Scout and then search for the other pendulum scale.
And he could have, but he opted not to, strangely enough.
No, he is.
Oh, he is?
Yep, he's searching right now.
Okay. Oh, that was a sacrifice. That's right.
Yeah,
so sacrifice searches on the Scout, and then the Scout's going to search for another card, which is probably going to be a Pendulum Scale for a 1, as Scout's Pendulum Scale of 9. So he can go for a huge rush right now, and he wouldn't be able to end the game because even if he brings out two 1800 monsters, he'll be just short by one. He'll just be short by 200.
Yeah, but he did see the monster that he summoned, so he knows there's no Deneb.
Yep. Oh,
he knows
there's a Scout. So he's just going to simply poke for 18 and 24.
And he's going to get that draw from the Monolith,
Yeah,
too.
he will draw from a Monolith. So a very strong second turn there for Ahmad.
Yeah,
putting
against the Seteller
yeah.
guy who,
Putting it-
who did not open a
not open
Deneb
very well,
or a
putting
search
him down to
for it.
32, and that's the big weakness of Seteller Knights. If they can't open with if that one important monster Seteller, they're gonna have a tough time getting out of this.
Yeah, and he did pot too. He just pot of duality, but he just didn't seem to hit
Yeah, he
much
just
of
couldn't
anything.
get it. Yeah, he just couldn't do it. Just couldn't find it, and that's proving to be very costly too. Because he also, and there's the Rigel again. Now I'm not sure if he's going to activate the effect or not, and it doesn't look like it. But it is 1900 attack, so it's strong enough to take out the disc, and he's just going to let it go. No reason why he needs to activate anything because he can pendulum summon it back if he has to. So, there's a soul transition right there. So he's going to be able to draw 2 cards.
That's a card we haven't seen all day.
No, we have not seen that card all day at all. So you got to wonder now, what is Andrij going to do? You got to wonder if one of those cards will help him at all. And he set a compulsory evacuation device. So Ahmad's going to draw for his turn, and he has a scout play as well, and he can also pendulum summon.
Yeah, he can bring back that disc.
That
too.
disc is there, and whatever one other
And also
monster he
search-
bring it
yeah,
out
also
from his
search
hand.
for the
So,
scout.
and let's see what he does here. He's just pondering his move. And how nice would it be for Ahmad right now to be able to tribute? So he does pendulum summon, just the one.
Yep. Pokemon, just attack.
And the usual
He
players
didn't search for the scout yet.
No, usually players don't like to search with that
Oh,
scout
there he
because
goes.
they don't want to bait out the typhoon there and
course.
lose it. So they want that free plus with the disc. They play it safe and then be able to search.
Yep.
So there it is. He looks like he's got a cool for stealth, and good reason too, because if he tributes the Helix, he can both cards can one to get popped, one to get bounced. But Andrij has the foresight to bounce that Helix.
Did you see what that face down was?
I don't know the face down on either player's side.
It kind of looked like a Vanity's Emptiness to me.
Almost.
Which is,
Which would be quite detrimental on
Kinda.
Andrij's side if that is one.
yeah.
I see an upstart goblin
Yeah.
in Ahmad's hand too.
And he has the stealth and a helix.
Now he can even tribute summon for the stealth if he really wants to, but I see really no for the stealth.
He can draw for the monolith.
Yeah, and he can draw from the monolith, but he wants to
So-
upstart first, so he can at least gain. He can gain a card on the draw in the end phase and bounce a card, hammering him down to hammering him for 28 and to hammer him for 28.
Yeah, definitely
But,
definitely not a terrible play considering you're drawing 2.
Yes, you can drawing too, and you're going to hammer 28, putting him down to 3,000. So not a bad call by any means, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yep.
A very good call there. And obviously that card must be a very dead card, and could be an alpha, and it could be a nova.
Yeah, he did
That's
have.
what I'm thinking. So 28 is going to put him down to 3,000, and at the end of the turn, Ahmad's just going to be able to draw 2 cards, which is just going to hurt.
Yep.
It's going to hurt Andrij's chances. He just not had any control from the very get-go of this game, and I think he drew a soul charge, and that's going to be very difficult to use to help him out. Yeah, he
Is
did
that an
draw.
Altair?
He do draw soul charge. Yeah, he does have an Altair in his hand, and I think he's kind of
And a
have no.
Nova.
He has no choice. I think at this point in time, he's gonna have to go to an Exciton Knight, and then pray for the best.
Yep.
But we don't know yet. We'll have to see what he's packing. I cannot tell. He's got a fistful of spells, and I can't tell what else he has there.
Still pondering all his decisions here. He's looking through his extra deck, so
You gotta wonder now what's going to go through the mind of Andrij. And it was a Nova that was set. So Altair is going to come down. Oh, no.
yeah, that was the emptiness
It
that
was
I
an
had
emptiness
seen.
indeed. So he's got to set the Nova and pretty much bite
Everything
Nova.
else.
And he had a duality in his hand too, and that's why I'm not a big fan of duality in Setellers because they have the special. There are times they have to special summon, but then again, there's times they have to search. So It's a double-edged card.
Yeah, I need that to nab every opening hand,
Yeah, and they do indeed. But
and just keep recycling the Altair.
if you
every
don't
turn.
get it, well then you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So 3 cards are set, and you gotta wonder if Ahmad's thinking, is Andrew just bluffing me out because he set the first card, took his time, and then decided to set the next 2, which are bluffs because we saw it on our end that they are indeed. So
Yeah, usually when somebody sets one right away and then contemplates, then sets 2, they're either trying to trick you into believing you that they set a bluff the first time, or they just really set the real card first and were like, oops, I probably should have. And then they set 2 very fast to just make it look like you need 2 more cards.
And that's just something that players just kind of do subconsciously. They always think that the first card that they set is always the first card to mind that they're going to want set, and they don't want to lose the most because they need it. So, and that's a reason why some people like to target the first card they destroy with an MST or Night Beam, because that was subconsciously the mind game card that they wanted to set first.
Absolutely. So another Summoner's Heart comes down.
Yep. And he's going to break away his Vanity's Emptiness.
We're going to see 2 more monsters come down here.
Yep. Now he does have an Alpha. A Nova to at least do something. So he's going to Pendulum Summon 2 from the extra deck. That's going to be a Disc and a Scout.
And I believe he Pendulum the Helix.
And a Helix from his hand. Yes, he did. He just wants to create maximum damage, and I guess he wants to tribute the Scout and the Helix, and at least Helix can at least destroy a card.
Yep.
So Rob, what can Andrij do to get out of this, assuming he survives?
He needs to draw a Deneb turn 1. I don't think he's surviving
So you
this.
think we're just way too late now, huh?
Yeah, I think it's
Well, yeah, considering
far beyond over.
So the basically the game is now in Ahmad's hands, at least for this game here.
Yeah. Maybe drawing another Altair to Exiton, but at this point, he does have this. I can't even soul charge because he's going to take a bunch of damage here.
And there's that hit, and he knows he's going to get hit. Oh, no, limiter removal.
No monkey business. Just kill.
No gimmicks, just do it.
Yep. Yeah, there wasn't much coming back from that.
No.
Even without the limiter, I don't think.
No, because it was game either way on board for it. So
I guess he was playing around the honest there.
No. Yeah, he was indeed.
By just attacking.
However, but that's also a nice piece of information for Andrij to know that Ahmad indeed runs
limiter removal.
Now you gotta
I don't
wonder.
think he really needed to reveal that.
But you gotta wonder now, can Ahmad use that to his advantage?
Yeah.
He
could side it out. Sneezy.
Side it out
Easy
and just
side out
increase
card.
that paranoia,
Yeah.
So now we're over here in the feature match between Jesse Conn and Irvin So. It's Burning Abyss Mirror. And Irvin So's at 78 to Jesse Conn's 35. So Irvin So's going to max C his the special summon of Rubric. And that is a dangerous situation to be in. If you're on the side of Jesse Conn. You're down by life points, down in resources.
Irvin's got the life too, so he can afford to take a couple hits here.
Yeah, down by life, and he is down by life.
Yeah, but I don't think Jesse can let him draw too many cards here.
No, definitely not. There's a floater on his field, on Irvin's field, and Jesse Collin just got hit with a max C. So you almost have to think on Jesse's side, does he have another Burning Abyss to try to stop me? Or can I just simply wall him out with Rubik?
Maxi seems to have stymied him here. Just not sure what he wants to do now. He's going to normal summon the Seer, I believe. And go into the Rubik or the Virgil. allowing Irvin to draw again.
Yep. Now you gotta wonder, does Jesse Cotton have game? You gotta wonder now.
He's pushing like he does, but he did normal summon that seer, so
He
it's
did.
hard to have game without tour guide.
It really is,
and a couple special
you need
summons.
3 exceeds, and he's only
Yeah.
gonna get 1 special summon. And I don't know how many cards he has in it. It looks like he has 3 cards, or 2 cards, rather. And he at least needs to ditch one of those cards to get that seer off the field if he's going to try to go for game. So, or
Yeah,
unless he farfes it.
Yeah, I don't think we're looking at a game shot. I think he's just trying to establish a board that maybe Irvin can't come back from with only 2 or 3 cards. But went for the Farfa.
Okay, so we'll do it.
And he is getting the graph, yeah. He's just trying to put damage on board, I guess.
We will get another draw, so he'll be able to drop him down to 28, but that's a lot of cards.
Yeah, he's letting him draw awful lot here
Yep.
for it. Hopefully, I mean, he could have the BLS, I guess. I never thought.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has a
'cause
Dante
BLS
or
would
there.
be game. A mech with
no.
Engineer.
Engineer, so yeah. He's just building a field. And Irvin does have that night beam to hit that back row. So that's
Yes, indeed. So that's a big help right there for him to be able to
Yeah.
be able to shift the momentum.
that is a thing. So right now he's going through the motions and
Yep. So,
taking a little bit of time.
so that's
But, yeah,
that's to be expected on the side of Jesse. He's like, well, let's expect that card to be gone
I think that's an allure. Oh, and a beginning.
in the beginning. Uh-oh. And
Dun
this,
dun dun.
and this might be the beginning of the end of game 1 here for Jesse Cotton as he's down to 3,900 life points. Irvin So's got 7,800 still with
Yeah.
a massive hand. However, Jesse does have that equipped Engineer.
You got to believe there's a few enemy controllers still inside Irvin's deck
Yeah,
here.
absolutely here. So let's see what he's going to do. Draw 1,
Tour guide,
draw 2,
a leak,
and draw 3.
and
That's
the
a
MST.
Typhoon. So I don't know if any
Not
of
much
that's going to
help.
help him. There's an Allure of Darkness in there, though, too. You got to wonder if he's going to play that. And that Alec could be very useful, actually, in this case. You
Yes.
don't see Alec being used really much in the mirror match so much, just only downwards when you think of it. But
Yeah,
in
it's
this
gonna-
case here,
Yeah, it's going to force the activation of that.
of the
Engineer.
of the Engineer, yeah, absolutely. So at least Jesse's trying to build a board where he can at least remain unscathed for the turn, despite giving him so much advantage.
Yeah, at this point, if I was Irvin, I would probably just play the allure.
Yep.
Just get deeper in the deck. You have so many monsters that you can do pretty much whatever you want.
And the great thing about this is, at least for Jesse's side, is he's got a Farfa on that equipped Engineer. So if he activates that equipped Engineer,
Yep.
he can just decide just to banish one. What he can do is he's going to go to Virgil.
Yep.
The funny thing is, Irvin could have gone to Tempo himself and then have banished Farfa. Take out the Farfa, and then Jesse would have to think about maybe going to Farfa.
Yeah, I think he's just going to pitch and force the Engineer, and he's going to pitch the Alik.
Yeah, let's see if he's going to force the issue right now, because clearly Jesse is not going to gamble and know that
Yep.
Jesse's going to have that Irvin's is
He's
going
going
to
to
have
switch
an
it,
out.
and he is going
Yeah.
to Farfa the Virgil. So I'm pretty sure he's got enough cards here that he can just make another one.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful because he's going to control one Virgil at once. So if he does bring it out, then
Yep.
Well,
He's going to lose out
he's
on
going to
the
lose
other
out
one.
on another one.
But I can only see him bringing it out if he's going to hit for a game. But he's still got the tour guide.
So Tour Guide is coming down. No surprises here. And that was the first card he drew off at the beginning of the end, too, actually. So that was actually a really good draw for him on his part. You got to wonder, how can I hammer home 39 damage? And I don't think he can because I don't know if he can actually, because we can't see his entire hand. But
Yeah, it's tough to see it.
with an Engineer that can be destroyed by card effects or by battle this turn,
Yeah, the Virgil.
definitely will. The Virgil.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so-
Yes.
But he
Will
can
be.
banish it with the Farfa himself.
Yes,
So,
that he can do as well. And then just go to town on that Engineer.
Yep.
So,
And there's
wow,
the
he got a
seer
seer.
too,
So
so
that's
yeah.
so he's gonna double special summon here, and this will really help the cause.
yeah, I think we're gonna see the end of this game.
I'm gonna see I think I want to see a Farfa here because he's only used Rubik, Rubik and Alec.
Yep.
And he's going to use Graph and Sear. So I think we can conclude that Farfa is going to come out, and then the 5,000 minus 18 puts 32 on the board. So he's just short by 700. So if he can just put 700,
He's got a bunch of Burning Abyss monsters.
So
in
if he can
his
just summon one more monster with 700, with at least 700 attack, he will be golden half game. But we gotta know. So there's a Seer with the Graph, and then Seer
Seer's
was
gonna
playing
bring back the
Farfa.
Farfa.
All right, so he will go to another Dante, I'm presuming. Yes.
Yep.
And he will banish 3. And hoping for he gets a Libic, I'm guessing, would probably be the best bet. And he got a Kagna. And I don't know if that's first running of this monster.
I think it's a Skarm.
Yeah, it could look like a Skarm.
And
then he needs 700. Yeah, so
reveal both those.
That's enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely enough. And Jesse's just scooping it up because he knows he's done. And what a play by Irvin So there to take game 1 on Jesse Cotton. Getting a little revenge for Botang.
Playing through that Max C, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I understand Jesse's reasoning. He tried to build at least a board that's just very difficult to break.
But with the addition of Farfa, the Anganeer isn't that great anymore.
Yeah, that's
because you can banish it, and drawing. What did he draw? 5 cards. Yeah. And then the beginning of the end came too.
Then not so much. He had Allure of Darkness if he chose to play it, but
so he could have dug even deeper.
So smartly he chose not to play it, however, because he needed those monsters to be able to go for a game.
Yeah. Well, he had double tour guide.
Yes.
So he could have banished the other one.
So back to our feature 1 here.
Oh, he's got a Ragna
Ahmad is
Zero.
up game 1. It looks like there's a Ragna Zero on the field, and
that's a saucy card.
That's a nice card to have, especially with that cool for disc up on Ahmad's side. Because that game, he's going to be able to.
I believe he might have summoned the Stealth this turn.
Oh, it looks like he's doing that now.
So he could be bouncing the Ragna Zero.
Oh, 200. 200 is Ahmad, and this does not look good for Andrij.
Not sure what they could be. Can't respond to the Stealth. So
you definitely can't, yeah. When Stealth is summoned and it activates, it cannot be responded to.
Yeah, it does look like he tribute summoned it, so.
Well, it's true. Yeah, we're going to see what the discrepancy here is on this side of the dual table. So it looks like we see a skill drain. I think that could be a climate change in Ahmad's graveyard. And the Ghost MST, as you called earlier, ugly.
Yep. They are terrible. Those Ghost Rares are just terrible.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, so Ahmad is going to win. And Hamilton's own Ahmad Fahem is able to move on to top 4.
That was really fast.
That was very fast indeed.
Poor Setellers.
Oh, no, and Setellers just could not get it going.
Well, we are going to get back to the Irvin game for
yes.
Irvin and Jesse.
Irvin and Jesse are back here to go. So
that's good. So at least we do get to see another feature here.
So congratulations to Ahmad Fahem, my old neighbor for 6 weeks as I lived in Hamilton.
Top 4.
We lived 1 block away.
And he's top 4.
Yeah, he's top 4.
And he's still the top seed.
Yes, he is. He's the top seed still. So
we talked to him earlier today about how important that top seed was.
Yeah,
about
so
being able to
and he fought for it. And while he lost out to Botang, technically, but Botang is gone. He's out. So now he's the top seed.
Being able to choose, I'll go first every game.
Yeah.
Well.
And considering he's running Cliffforts, I need to go first. I need to get that scout. I need to start searching.
I'd like a scout that's untouched.
Yeah, so because if I get that scout, well, then me going first, the first disadvantage means nothing.
This is something I'm not a big fan of. Jesse actually let Irvin go first. I'm not a fan of letting Burning Abyss go first. I feel like they're going to build a board, and even if they do, even like say you don't have the maxi, they're going to build probably a double Dante board and maybe set some back row, which obviously Irvin isn't playing the traps, but in a normal burn, like a trap Burning Abyss deck, it's not always the best choice to let them go first.
What else? And now we're going to see what Irvin's going to do and how to react to this because Jesse max seed right now. So you got to wonder, is there?
Yep.
He just want to set up, and can he counter him later? So we're going to see what happens here. Not to mention, there's also cards that are good for playing if you're going second. in Burning
Absolutely.
Abyss. If you like Puppet Plant, for example, is
Yep.
one of them. And Flying Sea is also great to have too.
So it appears he's going to go for Virgil here.
Oh, there goes that. So, now we can see why now that Jesse decided to go second, and it's showing now because now he's taking massive control. He did it so that way he makes Irvin to stop, so that way he can make a play on him now, and then he can set up his board. So very crafty there by Jesse,
Irvin is holding the Snatch Deal and the Econ.
which is a very dangerous card.
I wonder why he didn't set the Econ. Uh-oh.
That's a Farfa, and it's just 5,000. So he's not in the danger zone yet of 2,000 life points due to Nightmare.
He does have that tour guide, but he's got a Snatch Deal and an enemy controller.
He does.
So he's going to probably enemy control that tour guide away to take that Virgil.
Yeah.
And then, assuming he has a back row, he's going to be spinning that. Or assuming he has a Burning Abyss monster, he's going to be spinning the back row there.
I mean, and he should. But yeah, he didn't set enemy controller. But I guess he was fearing getting hit by a Typhoon or a Night Beam because I believe the value of it having in his hand is a lot better than having it on the field in this case because he doesn't want to risk it.
And he does have a Scarm, so
Yep. So let's see where he's going to go from here. At least we see a Scarm. But now you got to wonder what's running through Irvin's mind now. There's a Snatch, an Econ, as we said. You said there's a Scarm, and there is indeed.
yeah.
But we can't figure out what those other two Burning Abyss monsters
Probably Econ take control of the Dante, and then Mill, see what you can get. I'm not sure what's under the Dante, though.
are. I do see a graph. There was a graph underneath.
Was it a graph?
In his hand. Sorry, in his hand.
Yeah, it's a graph under the Dante,
but it's a
too.
graph under the Dante too, which is also quite damaging because having a floater
Yeah,
like
he
that
could-
underneath the material is
Yeah, you could go and grab a Farfa or...
That's a Libic, a tour guide, and a Flying Sea. That Libic could possibly help the cause. He could even go for Graph in this case with that Libic, assuming that's what it's in his hand.
Yeah, I think he might just go for it and just snatch and then special two, then snatch, and just try to get there. Oh yeah, he has the search from the graph. He hasn't summoned anything.
Yeah, he has to summon from Graph.
Yeah.
And those two back rows there by Jesse also have to be very problematic. I can maybe wager that one of them could be a Typhoon as well.
Yeah.
So he will use Libic to special the Scarm. It looks like.
It looks like he has a...
That's a Graph. Yeah, he does have a Graph. I can't tell what that other card is because he's shuffling way too fast.
Definitely a Burning Abyss monster.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. But I can't tell what it is. I almost want to say it's a Farfa, but I'm not willing to put money down on that. He's shuffling way too fast. We do know he has a Graph. That's for certain. Oh, there's
there
the
it
mischief
is.
of the gnomes.
So all of them are
To drop a level.
drop a level. Yeah. Does it drop rank as well?
I'm not sure about that. I'll double check.
I believe it's just levels.
In there, yeah, just release the
The
by one.
trio. The Ojama trio comes down on the
Uh-oh.
snatch. That is not good.
That is not good at all.
So the 3 Ojamas are going to come down and pop that Scar. Oh, no, the Scar is
The Scarm is negated from Libic, so it is negated. Now the tough thing is Irvin might have to decide. I might have to crash the Virgil and the Dante. It's not what I want to do, but it's something I might have to do. Either that or he just gives it right back. But at the same time, that all that Dante is just doing really is just it can just be a 1,000 beater and then just turn into downer. So that's what he's gonna do.
No, he gave it back.
It gave it back just so it chose not to ram it. So
did lose a snatch steal there though.
yeah,
That's
and
pretty devastating.
He didn't go to downer surprisingly.
He couldn't. The Dante was only. Oh yeah, he could have.
He could have went to downer. No surprises here as he and Irvin's just gonna say forget it. Yeah, it's nothing. And that was a big lock that Jesse Cotton had down on Irvin. So the early Max C, and then setting up his own field with Irvin not having Max C, and then just taking him down. So now we have to move to a game 3 in this Burning Abyss mirror between Jesse Cotton and Irvin. So, and the pressure is mounting for both these players here to try to make it to the top.
Yeah, interesting that Jesse went second, and he had the trio in there. Usually, if you're going second, you side in the Flying C, and if you're going first, you put in the Ojama trio.
Yeah, so you're right. It's very precarious, very odd that he decided to side in Ojama trio.
Yeah, instead of maybe he's just not siding Flying C.
Yep, that's possible. Or maybe he also sided in the Puppet Plants as well as your other better second turn cards as well with the trio as the stoppage, which could explain it. Or it's just unorthodox play, or maybe just to throw a loop for Irvin. But whatever it is,
it's definitely possible.
Whatever it is, the strategy works for that game, and let's see if it's this going to change the outcome for game number 3, as both duels have a win under their belts, but they need one more to advance to top 4. And you got to wonder what's going to happen now. The tension's mounting for both these players. Oh, boy. What pressure here.
So it's top 8. It's top 8. But winner goes on the top 4.
Yep, but this is the time where we separate the men from the boys of this game. And let's going to see who's going to come out on top. Both these players are very good and know how to play the deck very well. And Jesse's just starting to become hot now as he's getting older, and Irvin has always been an all-around excellent competitor.
Always. I've known him forever, and yeah, he's always been a top-tier player.
Consistently well. We do call him the king of regionals. And let's see if he can crack one more of that magic out of him.
He does have the Flying C there.
Yep.
This could be dangerous.
And now...
There it is there.
There it is. So he's able to...
Interesting that he specialed the graph.
He specialed graph.
That's weird.
But he does get a tour guide out of it. And you got to wonder now, what did Jesse set? And you got to wonder, does Irvin have a night beam?
I think Irvin does have a night beam there.
Well, that would be very idealistic at this point in time, a night beam.
Oh, it's a Typhoon, too.
It does have a Typhoon, though. But a night beam would be ideal. But let's not hope it's a trio for Irvin's sake. Oh, so it's a Book of Moon on the Flying C. Okay. So he specials in Rubik.
And
he just draws a Max C. Now the defense of Flying C is very paltry, and every single Burning Abyss monster, to my knowledge, can attack over it. So unfortunately, he can't force it over without having to destroy it. At least to my knowledge, anyway.
Yeah, the Rubik being in
Well, except for the Rubik, but yeah,
the Rubik being in defense, yeah.
Except for Rubik, I'm sorry, because it has 700 defense. So Rubik is the only one that could have at least done some damage, but he's opting not to make that play.
He's
Are you gonna ditch the Farfa?
hoping to hit a graph or a Scarm here.
Scar, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So manages to fly, so he just attacks for 25, and rightfully so. So Jesse Cotton now is gonna figure out how to.
He does have the tour guide though.
He does. So he doesn't know what he's gonna do. So here, tour guide is coming down,
So
and then as we expect.
Yeah, before flipping the flying C, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't want any of those funny business going on.
So Irvin decided just to hit him for 25 rather than maybe poking with Rubric and then going there afterwards. But maybe he's sensing an enemy controller on the side of Jesse Cotton. But regardless, Jesse is able to exceed summon freely because that flying C is face down. So let's see what Jesse's going to do here. He's probably going to go to Dante.
Interesting that he didn't downer it over that.
Amazing enough, he didn't downer, yeah. But knowing he can't really Virgil unless there's a Libic involved in it. So odds are Dante is going to be safe for the turn. Not to mention it's going to be a beefy defense rather than a beefy attack. So but there is a Libic right there, and that could. But he won't be able to summon. He won't really be able to summon another Burning and Mist monster, however, with its effect negated because of that set monster. So he's just going to attack that Dante just to get into defense mode.
Yeah, hoping to mill a Farfa there.
And Jessica's also lost a Regeki and all of that too. So he's going to go to Downer Magician just to protect his Dante at end turn. And there's a Typhoon coming down. Oh, and it was an XYZ universe.
That would have made a diamond.
And there's 1 minute remaining in this match, even though time extended to 50 minutes here in top 8. These players do have 1 minute left. And so that 25 damage turns out to be useful after all on the side of Irvin. So,
yeah.
And now he can just kind of sit back and just let it go, and he's safe with a 2,500 lead for now anyway. But of course, as Dante wants to push out for a mill in 3 and see if he can gain any advantage off that. Deciding how many cards he wants to mill. One is a graph, so already it pays off. And a seer, wow, amazing. That could be the mill of the day.
Yeah, that could push him right in the top 4.
That could have put him right in. So now he's got to figure out how to resolve this chain. Graph and a seer. What a break for Irvin. So here, he could possibly take this one now.
If he has a Burning Abyss monster here, he can get the Farfa and the Rubik and then banish the Flying C again and then Virgil into the Downerd.
But yeah, remember, there is a graph underneath that Downer Magician. So he does have one floater on there to save him. So pretty much 3 monsters on the field. But if he has enemy controller, then this will change the tide of the game. Absolutely. Farfo. So Farfo will be special summoned by Seer. And there's a Max C right there. So he double chain. So Jesse's going to be able to draw 2 cards out of this.
That's pretty huge. Could draw into the Flying C here.
And how would that be for Jesse Cotton if he was able to go get a Max C? He's got to get a Flying C off this play.
That would be very, very spicy.
It would be. That Those hand traps, you just never know.
Yeah. Yeah, he does have the BA monster, so he can get a Rubik here. Synchro into the Virgil, spin the downer with the Farfa, and then spin the monster will die that he brings out with the Graph. Which actually could be a Seer just to bring back the Dante. So yeah, I guess that doesn't really do much.
But he's got to be very cautious because he's under max C, and
Yeah.
if Jesse could draw that flying C at any time. So Irvin has to tread softly here and make a very big decision of the game. Do I push, or do I just keep it away from the game?
Yeah, he seems to be fingering that Libic.
He's gonna go Libic.
And that Libic's in attack mode too.
Yes, because of there's a 0 defense on Libic. So and then he doesn't want to lose 25 out to the Downer Magician. So actually pretty smart of him to put him in attack mode because he doesn't want that.
He looks to be holding a Foolish.
Now the question is, does he push the issue any further? He's already given Jesse one extra card because he special summoned twice this turn. Is he going to give him another?
Looks like he's going to.
He will.
Just looks like he might be turtling under.
A Ghost Trick Alucard. No, he's going to go to Dante after all. Now, the Farfa isn't a bad idea at all to banish that Downer Magician.
Yeah, but he is gonna. That Graph is gonna get him a Seer probably to get back the Dante that's underneath that. Downer.
Yeah, he could very well do that, but that could be intentional or not. But either way, that face down flying C is just really hurting Jesse right now.
Yeah, I think he is gonna get rid of the flying C here.
He's gonna go 3. Oh, there's an Alec. That could change the whole course of it all because the Alec can now negate that Downer, and now even that Dante can swing over. He got everything for this turn, but he is under max C, so that's really gonna hurt. And time has been called, by the way. So this is the first turn of 3 turns. He's going to attack with Dante, so that's gonna hit for 400, and he's gonna have to activate Graph and Dante, putting him down to 51. And he does have a Libic on one of those Dantes too, so assuming he's got a Burning Abyss in his hand, and he does, that Libic can now become a floater. As an extra defense, as another monster.
You have to expect him here to grab the Scarm and just let it sit. Yeah,
and that's what he's going to do. He's going to get Scarm.
He grabs anything else, and he's just ended with a Dante. This way, when the Flying C does come back, it's going to kill the Scarm, and he at least gets a tour guide, maybe make something happen from there.
So it might be in just Irvin's best interest just to attack anywhere with the Dante so he can get a defense, but he's just going to be foolish for a Scarm, so he can search. So both players are going to get a Scarm search at the end here.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, he just detached. He only detached. He detached a Farfa. He didn't attack anything.
He detached Farfa. Remember? To
He
put
didn't
away the
attack
downer.
any. Oh, yeah, he
Oh
attacked.
no, he did
he
attack.
attacked the downard.
Oh, he did attack down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's weird. Okay. Yeah. So he couldn't attack
Yeah,
again.
he couldn't attack after the foolish. He couldn't attack after the foolish
That's
burial.
Oh, can you pause? Yeah. So maybe we'll pause that play for a
game,
second
please.
there. 'Cause something was really peculiar.
You can't attack after the foolish. Okay. 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 Why is the first Dante in defense mode? He switched it to attack mode.
Apparently
He didn't attack with the first one.
Yeah. Apparently the head judge said they have accepted the game state, although it is reversible,
That's
which is
doesn't make sense.
Which is
Why
very
that
which is
second-
very questionable indeed. And that's going to be in the favor of Irvin So apparently. So
Yeah, that other Dante should be in attack
I
mode.
don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here.
Or he took 1,000 from the attacking into the Scarm, but. So here's the tour
So
guide.
the tour guide is out now, and Jesse just cannot get that enemy controller. And now Irvin with a comfortable 2,900 lead, and that's really hard for Jesse to overcome here unless he has an enemy controller to do something with that. But so this is turn 1 of 3. And remember, when it comes to the playoffs, it's actually 3 turns instead of 5, of what we normally have in Swiss. So he banishes 1, 2, 3. So only a Farfa is going to happen.
He
So
could
goes
banish, yeah. that's what I
Econ,
was-
Farfa, and Soul Charge. So
he
that's
does banish his own. He banishes his own monster.
monster, so he can at least continue on unfettered. It's understandable. He can, if he wants, he can sneak in a 2,000 attack, assuming he has 2 Burning Abyss. But is that really worth it? That's not when you're staring down 2 Dantes. So it's a Rubik. So it looks like he was setting up for a Virgil play as well. But I mean, at the same time, what's his Virgil play going to do? For Libic. Especially someone's Libic as well.
Yep, there's the Virgil.
So he activates Seer. He's going to put a Dante away.
Yeah.
But he has the Libic under there, and he's going to activate that Libic. And he's going to get which is be
Farfa.
Farfa. So that's also another card that'll wall out.
He's
That'll
going to
wall.
get the Seer effect here,
Yep.
though.
But at least another Farfa for Irvin, so at least can wall out another monster attack. I don't know how relevant that may or may not be because he already has a Dante in defense mode, which can pretty much wall out both of those monsters.
Yep.
So I don't know if Jesse has another
Yeah,
monster
he could have an Econ. He could have a Snatch Steal.
Yeah,
Could have a
game
bunch of
that's
stuff here.
definitely Jesse's up to something, but you got to wonder what is in his hand that he can use to be able to make this play go in his favor. He only has 2 of his own turns to try to do something. Oh, and there's a Scarm, so he's going to sacrifice a Scarm Search. And he could go to a Giga Brilliant.
Could be the bug
Oh, a
again.
McQuip Danganier.
Yeah.
So now you got to now you got to wonder.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
The Black Luster
Ruh-roh.
Soldier. So now he can attack the Dante with Blackluster Soldier. No, he's going to banish the Farfa.
It's interesting.
Yep. So he can attack. Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't die.
He just goes to defense mode.
I don't understand that play.
I don't understand either. And here, because once again we go that both monsters being in defense mode. This kind of turned the tide of the game here.
That's weird. Yeah, that Dante should be in attack mode.
Yeah. So this is puzzling me greatly.
Yeah. Because he did switch it from defense to attack.
He
before
did without the
before he-
attack. So
yeah,
this is
and
really
then he didn't
puzzling to
attack.
me. Why he would do that. So this is Irvin's last turn now. No, no, that's the flying C. And that's the set flying C right there. So McQuip Anganier is could be problematic, and that's what Jesse is trying to do right now. He's trying to set up a rather massive field, so that way he can be ready to destroy Irvin So next turn, and it
Oh, he does have the econ.
he's an econ.
That is pretty
That
saucy.
is absolutely a very devastating card, which could turn the whole tide of this entire duel. Now, he does have an enemy controller too, so if Jesse Cotton tries to counter him, yep. So if Jesse Cotton tries to counter him with, oh, there's a Max C. Oh no. So this is a tour guy. There is a Farfa on that McQuipped Anganier too, and he can fire that off at any time. So basically that Farfa is pretty much a ticking time bomb.
Irvin asks, do I actually have all day? I want to shoot myself. Poor guy.
Gotta wonder now how are you gonna get out of this situation.
So I think he's just going to try to wall out here. A Farfa will banish one for a turn.
So he'll be able to draw. So what is? I don't know what's going on here.
No.
Perhaps he's not confirming his move. So
Gets a Farfa.
Farfa, he draws. You gotta wonder what he's gonna go to here. I wonder if he's got. No, you gotta wonder what he's gonna go to here.
He's really. I think he's just gonna take the BLS, and I don't even know. Maybe take the. I don't know.
A Dante of his
In
own.
attack mode.
So. And he's going to mill 3. I think
Probably
he's
just
doing.
gonna
Yeah,
crash
he's
the Virgil.
either that or he might be just trying to bait out the McQuick Anganier's
Yep.
effect as well. So.
Yep.
Flying C.
Cow cab.
Cal Cab. And a Night
So
Beam.
he did detach the Farfa though.
Yeah, so no help there, but I mean, Farfa is able to at least do something for him.
So yeah, he is gonna try to bait it
Yeah.
out and then econ it to take the BLS.
Yeah, well, no, well, what he can also do is he can actually econ a Dante and take that Virgil, and then thus he'll be able to search a Burning Abyss card from the graveyard, and then he can use that as bait for Virgil as well.
So Irvin just realized that it's only 3 turns now,
Yeah, it is.
and
And he's really enraged right now, and there's a lot of
yeah, he is not
vulgar
happy
language
about
coming
that.
out of his because he's I guess he's unaware right now that he realizes it's actually 3 turns. So I think he's just realizing now that this is my last turn. Oh no. Although Irvin's also very known for having a very sarcastic tone and all
Yeah.
of his voices. So we don't know if he's actually very serious or if he's just joking around, or if either way, it's coming off as comedic to the rest of the group, to the audience. There's the peanut gallery is getting a bunch of chuckles.
Yeah. Having known that, yeah, because I was wondering why he detached the Farfa there.
Now you gotta wonder,
So,
is
I don't know
Farfa
if he
gonna
used
do
the
anything?
Farfa. Oh yeah, he is using it now.
He's trying to target, and
He can't get the Dante to make him smaller.
yeah, he can get that Dante even crash, but
There were 5 turns instead of.
Yeah, he just realized it. So he did Farfa the Dante
yeah,
to
so he'd
make him
Farfa the
baby.
Dante.
Make him baby. He's probably gonna crash in here with.
No, he's going to attack the Engineer, and he's probably going to activate the effect of the Engineer. He's trying to bait out that Farfar he's got on there, because that's really, really vital here. So you got to wonder now, with this new information to Irvin, he's now got to figure out, oh no, what now? And he's going to detach a Scarm.
So what happened? He
detached Scarm.
He
Farfar
itself?
Yeah. So, I don't know that BLS, why, he farfared the BLS. So.
Why did the Engineer die?
Because he protected BLS, not Engineer. So Engineer goes down in
okay.
battle.
No, I was wondering why it was banished.
Yeah. So it looks like he's going to try to use that enemy controller as his last line of defense.
Yeah, so I believe he's at 44.
Yeah, he
Jesse's
is.
44.
So in retrospect, he's actually not. He's not in that bad a position when you think about it.
I think when he uses the Virgil here, he's gonna econ whatever he targets. And
he also
take the
BLS. Because he can use BLS to banish too. He can use BLS, and then he could use Virgil to both, and then.
I think he needs the BLS to
but he's gonna do no damage. He's got to figure.
He needs the BLS to attack.
Yeah, because he's
gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna try to Virgil target one of the Dantes and then pitch the Farfa to banish the other one, and hope that his monsters can swing, but the Econ's gonna meet the BLS, and having already used the Virgil, he might be.
But with drawing so many cards, you gotta wonder. Perhaps he has a Mystical Space Typhoon or a Night Beam to be able to shut that down. If he has a Night Beam right now, this game is over. But he obviously doesn't have it because he hasn't even played it. So
yeah,
here comes the Farfa. So
the back row. Interesting.
He's getting the back row. So he's got to chain. He's definitely got to chain this now, and he's got to take that BLS with him. Yeah. So now he's going to take BLS, and that's the best play.
He used the Virgil, so he's got to find another way to get over 3,000.
Yeah, he does indeed. And
he still controls that face-down flying C.
Yes, he does. So
he's gonna have like a tour guide into an acid golem to crash, but even then he can't get over the defense.
Now, does he have a counter? Does he have a snatch? Does he have an econ? I don't see any econs anywhere, or else he could have. But he could use the econ, and it would be game right here. But obviously, he doesn't have it because
he would have flashed it.
He would have already done it. So Jesse already doesn't have instant game on the board, at least from just immediately flashing a card. So Jesse has to think this through, as this is the final turn of the game of top 8 to move into top 4, and we still have ourselves a huge turn here by Jesse Cotton, and all at this point Irvin can do is just pray. Just pray. Can Jesse Cotton?
The fact that he's taking a long time pretty much means that it is over.
Maybe it is over, but
because if he did have a snatch or an econ, he probably would have figured it out now. That
so there's no easily solution.
He already used the Virgil.
So he has no easy solution right now, and he's trying to think, can I make a play? You can't, but he needs a spell card. He needs a spell card to get through this. If he doesn't have a spell, this game is over.
The way he's holding his cards looks like he's ready to show him.
Throw in the towel and say, "Oh no!"
Looks like he's ready to show him. Yeah, I got nothing. Because he can't special summon 2 Burning Abyss because the face down flying sea there is going to kill whatever he tries.
He can't normal summon a Burning Abyss. He can't special summon a Burning Abyss. Just because that face down flying, he's been haunting the entire game, and he could not get a single spell card to get himself out of this situation.
He already targeted the econ with the flying sea, or the.
He targeted the econ. The Virgil.
Oh.
So Farfa still has to activate.
It's not over. It's not quite over. Yeah, there's still the Farfa there. And you gotta wonder what he's gonna do. But then again, he's got to
Getting
get over.
both, yeah.
He has to get over both cards as well. I mean,
Yeah, you need some kind of a spell card here.
so the Farfa's there, and it seems that indeed you've got to take out your own Farfa. But
Yeah, Jesse just didn't see an econ all game, eh?
yeah, he has
Did
not
some
seen an
random
econ all game. He milled one already,
all
but
match.
that doesn't help. And no traps will help here, of course. And it's that fly. See,
And then top deck
Econ?
the econ and was able to like attack it, use it and attack for game. How unreal would that be? What's underneath this Dante?
nothing. Tour guy.
A tour guide, yeah.
So absolutely nothing.
So yeah. His best play at this point is turn it to attack mode. But even then, I don't. Yeah, it is enough. It is 4,000. So yeah, that could be enough.
But if he top deck the econ,
Yeah. If he crashes that, oh no, that won't be enough. It's only it's only 4,000. Yeah, but it's only 4,000 damage.
Yep.
So he has to flip the flying C up
Yep.
and attack with that too. So yeah, that is a plausible out, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what's in his hand. What's in Jesse's hand? So he banishes the BLS,
He finishes the BLS, yeah.
and he's gonna. So I guess if Jesse's doing that, perhaps he has got a tour guide in his hand.
should be summoned for Sabo.
So maybe he has a tour. Maybe he's got a tour
Well, if
guide
he
in his
does,
hand, but it wouldn't be game though because that Dante only has 1,000 attacks. So you gotta wonder what could he do to get out of this again? Because he needs to hammer. Because 35 isn't enough. Because
yeah.
he is gonna scoop it up.
I want to see what the top card of his deck
He
was.
does not have a tour guide at all, so he can't do
he's-
anything. So that's it. Jesse Cotton
that top card.
eliminated.
I'd like to see what that top card was.
Yeah,
And
it's a Nojama trio, okay.
So yeah, it did not.
There's
help
no way he could have got out of
There's
that
the
one.
econ.
There's another econ
He's
right there.
Too far down in the deck, and he had one econ and one snatch left in deck.